of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Demir Bird returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sony Michel, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Michel. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
44, Mike, 44. Rip left.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Strip that ball. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yo.
On second down, Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders have recovered. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Again, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On the play. First down, Las Vegas.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jacobs now. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
38-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This is out quickly to the right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a gain of 9.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag, route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you don't, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That good for 22 and a first down.
And a Raider first down.
To throw his car. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to number 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
There he goes right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Carr completes it, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete to Henry Ruggs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go.
An option option run here for Cam. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
On the tackle.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Set. 15. Check my 15. 20.
Now Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He gets it to James White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
Newton on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
The extra point is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Carr's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and now it's 2nd down.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
For the Patriot field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Now Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Darren Waller.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Here's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Darren Waller. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are back within a score.
On for the point after.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Good. Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Newton now to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Raiders 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Once again, it's Jacobs. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
Now Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs, open space inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
To the 49-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Mark 54. Mark 54. You must run. Raider 1.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They fake the give. Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Toward the pylon, caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A throw over the middle, taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Again, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Las Vegas.
Tighten up, tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
For the point after.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Final score, Patriots 42, Raiders 24.
Stay.